Shalom Akim, Shalom Akwathiam. Call halal Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakak Radash, and double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. This dragon is speaking, Akim. In this news story, or in this news article, it tells us this. And I won't read all this article, just a portion of it, because I have a few videos to tie into this particular lesson. And also, we'll jump right into the scriptures. It tells us this. Trump's funding freeze creates widespread confusion. And what we all must know and comprehend is that that's what these elite devils want. They want to create order out of chaos. And what amazes me is that we still have Israelites, even unto this day, who believe that we will not see the time of Jacob's trouble in our generation. Well, I have a news flash for you. We're in the beginning stages of it. Let me continue on reading. It tells us, a White House memo set off a flurry of panic across nonprofit groups who said that they were unable to access federal government systems used to withdraw funds. You see? And this is only a trial run. And let me say this while it's on the forefront of my mind to say. This is getting everyone prepared for when they make a catastrophic event occur, and overnight your paper money will become useless. And if you want to function in that new world order, you're going to have to take or receive the MOTB, that micro C-HIP, the RFID micro C-HIP, okay? Listen closely to the details here, and per usual, I'll chime in momentarily.
This morning, another sweeping action by President Trump as he remakes the federal government in his first full week in office.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Overnight, NBC News learning that the White House has ordered a freeze of federal aid starting at 5 p.m. today.
Did you hear what the man said? It happened overnight. They froze the funds. As a matter of fact, let me come out of this here, right? This is the book of Revelation, the 13th chapter and the 11th verse, and it reads, and I beheld another beast coming out of the earth. And what's that beast? That's America. And he had two horns like a lamb. What's that going into? That bipartisan system, the Democrat and Republicans, all right? Donald Trump doing his presidential run, he spoke like a lamb, made various promises, so on and so forth. But now what is he doing? The scriptures tells us, and he spake as a dragon with his draconian measures, making shit happen overnight. As a matter of fact, let me come out of this here. Listen to this update here. Listen to what this man has to say.
Look, last night, President Trump plunged the country into chaos without a shred of warning. The Trump administration announced a halt to virtually all federal funds across the country. In an instant, Donald Trump has shut off billions, perhaps trillions of dollars that directly support states, cities, towns, schools, hospitals, small businesses, and most of all, American families. This is a dagger at the heart of the average American family in red states, in blue states, in cities, in suburbs, in rural areas. It is just outrageous.
And remember, the scriptures tells us, and why would he do this? Because the scriptures tells us clearly his heart, just loosely paraphrasing, his heart is not upright within him. You know, there's something many of you jakes have to keep in mind, man. This devil doesn't give a damn about you. But let's continue.
Funds for things like disaster assistance, local law enforcement, rural hospitals, aid to the elderly, food for people in need, all are on the chopping block in this new administration. Why? They need tax cuts for the ultra wealthy, and these cuts, they think, will fund them. Every one of our offices has been deluged with calls from people who are in panic. What is this going to mean? What if I have a hospital that has people on life support? What are we going to do? And just like the January 6th pardons, this decision is lawless, dangerous, destructive, cruel. It's illegal. It's unconstitutional. I spoke to my Attorney General this morning. She's head of the State Attorneys General Association. They're going to court right away on this horror. This, plain and simple, This is Project 2025.
In the book of Psalms, the 94th chapter, it tells us, he frameth mischief by law. You understand? Just loosely paraphrasing another scripture. If this man isn't the devil, then where and who is he? We all have to know and comprehend who we're dealing with. We are in the last days here. And this man is speaking like a dragon. Let me get rid of this here. Let me just get right into the precepts. It tells us this in the book of Revelation, the 12th chapter and the 12th verse. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that his time is short. The scriptures tells us that the enemy in these last days is going to come in like a flood. But should we be of the hope of the elect, nevertheless, the Lord is going to be with us. I like something King David wrote in the book of Psalms, chapter 124. I'll start at verse 1 and read on down. If the Lord, and the Lord in all caps is Yahweh, had not been on our side, whose side? Let Israel say, because that's what these scriptures are about. These prophecies, they're about the children of Israel. The time of our redemption is drawing nigh. Let Israel say, if the Lord had not been on our side, when the people attacked us, who's the people? Who's coming down with great wrath? They would have been swallowed. They would have swallowed us alive. When their anger flared against us, the flood would have engulfed us. Their torrent would have swept over us. The raging waters would have swept us away. Praise be to whom the Lord, call Halal Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, who has not let us be torn by their teeth. We have escaped like a bird from the fowler's snare. The snare has been broken, and we have escaped. Our help is in the name of the Lord, the maker of heavens and earth. Call Halal Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rakakwadash. Shalom.